All right, so this is Tuesday. It's kind of continuation from yesterday, and I just want to kind of go over some things before anyone takes a quiz or anything like that. So today, we're going to do a practice quiz, okay? So that'll be available right here, okay? And it'll be open when class starts, okay? I don't want to open before that. Then lesson 5 review. So let's look at 5.17 here. What I want to do is kind of walk through a little bit of this, but basically I want to be able to identify what's going on in this code, okay? Knowing, being able to read it and find mistakes. And you kind of did that for bubbles 5 through 20, okay? So if you felt pretty comfortable doing that and fixing those things, you're all set. But let's just look at this real quick again. All right, so line 1 is a global variable. You're not only establishing a count variable, it's outside of the function. So that means it can work throughout. So you have count here, and count is used throughout all of these. If that var was next to one of these, that would be its own separate variable because that would be a local variable, okay? And then we got two buttons that basically do the same thing. They change the value of count. So count equals count plus 1, or count gets the value of count plus 1. So every time it's clicked, it's just going to increase by 1. And then the set text, the count display label, is right here, count display label. It is set text is right here instead of above it because you want the count to change before you actually change the text. You want it to, hi buddy, you want it to show that value. And then this if you put this outside here, it would only run once when it's first drawn. That's why we want to put it inside this event because it's checking it basically every time you press up or down. It's checking the value to see if it equals 20 or if it actually equals -5. That is comparison operator. All right. And then of course, if it gets to that point, it'll go to a game over screen either way. Okay. And then the last one, we have this start button, and it's just setting the screen and resetting our count to 0. So when we start the game over, it shows that, and then it displays it as well. Okay, so if you walked through that, if that all made sense, you're doing just fine. Okay, next one. Oops, sorry about that. Now, bubble 21. I explained that actually in yesterday's video, so you can go back and look at it. But essentially, I want you to have score and lives have to change. Okay, I want you to have variables that change. Doesn't have to be score and lives. It can be whatever you want, but you can stick with the clicker game if you want, okay? And then you also should have an if statement, at least one if statement. So this one, if it gets too low or too high, it's a game over, for example. All right, and yeah, there's the if statement right there. 4 or more screens. It starts you off with 4 screens anyways. You can use those or you can make new ones. All right, so today you'll have time to work. This is Tuesday to work on bubble 5 or bubble 21 of lesson 5. So just try to work through that. And then tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll do the quiz, which is 1 through 4, like the practice quiz here, but also in addition to that, content from lesson 5 as well. Okay. You do all that, you should be pretty good. I do have a Kahoot here listed as well. It's decent study. And of course, the practice quiz should give you a good idea of how you're doing as well. Okay. Oh, baby. See you later.